What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? This is Kansas City Chiefs today, and we've got a headline that's already lighting up the timeline. The Kansas City Chiefs have made a decision on Erin Andrews' company. Whether you know her from the sideline or from her lifestyle and fan apparel brand, this move matters because it touches merch, marketing, and the fan experience at Arrowhead. We're breaking down exactly what this decision means, why it's happening now, and how it could change the way Chiefs fans rep their team. If you're new, we do daily Chiefs news, rumors, and fan takes, all in a voice made for diehards. Today's story sits right at the intersection of on-field dominance and off-field brand power. The Chiefs aren't just a football team, they're a global sports brand, and every partnership choice reflects that. So let's unpack the headline and read the field like Mahomes reads a blitz. Here's the backdrop. Erin Andrews isn't only a broadcaster. She's built a fan-first apparel company with a distinct style that's grown across the league. The brand's vibe is everyday wearable, not just game day loud, and it's resonated with a lot of fans who want team gear that fits real life. When a franchise like the Chiefs moves on a decision involving that company, it's about more than racks of shirts. It's a statement about who gets to shape the look and feel of Chiefs Nation. Over the last few seasons, Kansas City has leaned into partnerships that elevate the fan identity. We've seen capsule drops, player-inspired collections, and stadium retail that feels curated instead of generic. That shift mirrors how the team operates on the field: detailed, intentional, always innovating. A decision on Erin Andrews' company slots directly into that strategy and tells us the front office is still thinking creatively about the brand. There's also the timing. We're in the thick of a season where the Chiefs' national profile is as high as ever, and momentum matters. When news like this hits in October, it lines up with cooler weather, holiday shopping, and the surge of mid-season excitement. In other words, the window is perfect for a merch storyline to ride alongside the wins. So what does this decision mean in practical terms for fans? First, it influences what you see on shelves at the team store and online. What's front and center, what gets the premium mannequins, and what's pushed on social channels. That visibility shapes what new fans buy, what longtime fans upgrade, and how families kid out for a Sunday at Arrowhead. If the Chiefs are giving Erin Andrews' company more runway, expect a wave of pieces that mix comfort with clean design. Second, think about the demographics. Chiefs Kingdom stretches from diehards in Missouri and Kansas to international fans waking up at odd hours to watch Patrick Mahomes. The apparel story is a chance to welcome fans who haven't felt seen by traditional sports merch, especially women who want styles that feel modern without screaming novelty. That's good for community growth and for the overall culture around the team. Third, this affects content and storytelling. Players notice what fans were coming through the gates, and social teams highlight it in reels and game day photo dumps. When a partnership expands, you usually see coordinated looks, player wives and girlfriends styling pieces, and influencer angles that widen the circle. It becomes a flywheel, where fashion meets football, and the Chiefs brand keeps compounding. There's also the retail operations angle. Stadium inventory, pop-up activations outside Gate G, and limited run drops during big rival games all become part of the mix. If the decision means deeper integration, expect better sizing runs, quicker restocks, and maybe even warm-up tunnel looks that mirror what's sold to fans. The closer the pipeline from design to shelf, the fewer "sold out in my size" comments we see in the replies. One more layer here is price and quality balance. Fans want value that lasts all season, from September sun to January wind chill, and that means hoodies that don't pill and tees that keep their shape. If this decision prioritizes durable fabrics and consistent sizing, satisfaction goes up and returns go down. There's also the digital storefront to think about. Smarter size guides, better photos on different body types, and restock notifications turn curiosity into conversion. When the experience feels frictionless, even casual fans become repeat buyers. Finally, consider the bigger business chessboard. The Chiefs are one of the NFL's pacesetters in turning moments into movements, rings into rituals, celebrations into culture. Aligning with a recognizable brand personality like Erin Andrews taps into lifestyle reach beyond football. That's not just hype, it's how you keep the arrow pointed up in a crowded sports marketplace. Strategically, this decision fits three core pillars: identity, access, and runway. Identity means the Chiefs are doubling down on a look that says Kansas City without being a costume, street-ready, work-friendly, stadium-proof. That's a subtle way to bring new fans into the fold and keep veterans fresh without erasing tradition. It's the jersey rotation mentality applied to everyday clothes. Access is the next lever. If the move increases shelf space and online presence, it lowers the friction for fans who want to rep the team Monday through Sunday. Think curated collections that drop right after big wins, with sizes and cuts that match how people actually dress. Make it easy, make it wearable, and you multiply the number of Chiefs logos on the street. Runway is the long game. The best partnerships evolve across the season. Colorways for rivalry week, cold weather capsule for December, and premium pieces for January football. Tie that cadence to milestone moments, and you keep the hype baked in. If the Chiefs and Erin Andrews company are aligned on that rhythm, the brand can hum through the postseason. There's also a culture play. The Chiefs have built an inclusive, joyful game day atmosphere that feels like a family reunion. Clothing is a language in that environment. It tells you who's rolling in with grandma, who's on a first date at Arrowhead, and who's been in the lot since dawn. When a brand nails the language, the whole stadium feels more connected. On-field synergy matters too. Players become style anchors without even trying. Walk-in fits, sideline shots, and post-game presser looks all influence what fans want. A savvy front office leverages that organic influence with curated racks and digital campaigns that mirror the locker room vibe. You don't force it, you let it flow, and then you scale it. Mapping drops to the schedule is massive. Imagine a subtle rivalry week capsule, then a cold weather refresh in December, followed by a premium postseason set that rolls right into a championship push. That cadence mirrors the way we live the season and keeps the hype sustainable. Finally, community tie-ins can turn purchases into participation. Limited pieces that benefit local causes or feature KC artists make the brand feel rooted, not just sold. That's how apparel becomes part of the city's heartbeat. Let's talk about how this plays with the fanbase and the media cycle. Chiefs Twitter will be split as always. Some folks will say, "Finally, something I can wear to work," while others want a bolder, louder look that screams Arrowhead. That push and pull is healthy because it surfaces what fans actually want. Expect spirited comment sections and plenty of game day fit checks. From a media standpoint, any decision connected to a high-profile broadcaster brings extra oxygen. Morning shows, sports blogs, and local news all love a crossover story with a familiar face. The Chiefs brand benefits from that mainstream attention, and the fan community gets more avenues to show off its personality. It's a reminder that Kansas City's football culture has real gravity. Inside the stadium, this turns into photo moments. You'll see matching family sets, couples doing coordinated red-on-red looks, and groups of friends turning a section into a runway. The cameras catch that, the socials amplify it, and suddenly a merch decision becomes a cultural moment. That's how small ripples become big waves in Chiefs Kingdom. Zooming out, why does apparel even matter in the playoff conversation? Because brand energy fuels fan energy, and fan energy makes Arrowhead louder when it matters. If this decision helps more people feel plugged into the experience, you're stacking intangible advantages for January. Every 3rd and 7 feels a beat louder when the whole house is dressed for the occasion. Rivalries also live in the crowd as much as the scoreboard. When the Bengals or Bills roll in, coordinated looks create a unified wall of red that hits the visiting sideline before the first snap. That choreography doesn't happen by accident. It's enabled by accessible, attractive gear that fans actually want to wear. It's one more way the Chiefs turn home field advantage into a competitive edge. Here's the bottom line. The Chiefs making a move on Erin Andrews' company is about amplifying the voice of Chiefs Kingdom in everyday life. It's not just retail, it's culture, identity, and belonging wrapped up in something you grab from the closet before work or a tailgate. When your team understands that language, the bond gets stronger. We'll keep watching how this decision shows up in the team shop, online drops, and around the league. If you start seeing new looks at Arrowhead or on your feed, that's the strategy leaving fingerprints. And if you're part of the wave, posting your fits, tagging the team, swapping style tips, then you're not just a fan, you're a co-creator of the Chiefs brand. That's what makes this fan base special. That's going to do it for today's breakdown. If you're hyped about this move, or if you've got thoughts on what styles the Chiefs should push next, I want to hear from you. Drop your takes in the comments and join the road to 5,000 subs here on Kansas City Chiefs Today. I'll see you in the next one. Go Chiefs!